A lot can happen in a short period of time. Players we weren't going to sell have been sold. Players that weren't on my radar are now bought in, loaned in. Loan players are potentially going to get recalled. A lot has happened. Oh, and the takeover might be heating up again. It's a journeyman. Welcome in. Huge amounts of things, football to talk about, results, transfers, loans, takeover, all of it. We'll get to that. Results first. Since last time and that disappointing loss to Burnley in the Cup, I don't think they were very good, we have actually drawn 3 games, won 5 games, and lost 2 games. I've said that in an awkward order. Let's do that again. 5 wins, 2 losses, 3 draws. Unfortunately, the draw came right after the Burnley game. We drew with Wickham. We then beat Millwall 1-0 at home. Blackburn a 1-0 loss away. Very disappointing for our hopes again in the playoffs. They were up there at the time. Sunderland were top of the table, 0-0 draw. Happy to take it. We then took on Fulham and then Bournemouth, who I think Bournemouth were top of the table. We absolutely smashed them 3-0. A 1-0 loss to West Brom, followed up where Bristol City 1-1 draw. Disappointing after we took apart Bristol City earlier in the season. They've been struggling. I'm not sure if they got a lift from maybe a new manager. Plymouth we beat 3-0 handily. Preston we beat 2-0. Pretty handily. We scored in the first minute and then the 72nd minute. So it takes us to today, 2 big away games. But as we are poised right now, we are in the playoff places. No, we're not. I misread it. We did flirt with being in the playoff places, but it looks like Nottingham Forest and Blackburn potentially won their last games. So we're 3 points out the playoff places right now. Kind of thought we were in. I don't know. I was doing the math wrong. I was thinking there was more people that make the playoffs, but that's a different division. So today we take on Hull, who are in 10th place. They're not too far behind. It's only 6 points. And we're also going to take on Ipswich, who are down in 19th, fighting to keep their head above the relegation spots, but they have a decent gap there right now. Today, we want to break into the playoff spots and then stay there till the end of the season. That would be ideal. After saying I wasn't going to sell Brefa, I did sell him in the end. Not for too much more than what I turned down before. We sold him for 18.5 million, but we got the loan back in there. We sold him to Nottingham Forest. I just felt like 6'3", right back, great, but what this isn't showing you is right before we sold him, he was actually starting to deteriorate. You'll notice that I think he was a 4.5 star potential, possibly 5-star potential before. Maybe just because of his age and stuff. You know, he is 23. It's not so long ago he was 22 and I was saying, hey, he's one for the future. But I just felt like we were not going to be offered too much more than this until, you know, the point where we had to raise his wages. So I thought it was like a good time to maybe cash in and help out our bank balance and maybe make sure our owner, who still hates us, and remember, the team still hates me, I wanted to make sure that they didn't have any reason to accept bids for other players that were a bit more essential than, say, a right back. It's great to have a good right back. This right back doesn't run the team, though. If I lost some of my central midfielders, I'd be in real trouble. If we lost Bastion, I don't know what I'd do. So we got him. He was loaned back after being sold for 18.5 million. There was no other real sales. We did bring in our goalkeeper. Leopold Wallstead has come in and done really well, and he's starting to edge his way in front of Boyce Clark. So really interesting having 2 quality goalkeepers at this level. He's a little bit cheaper in terms of value and stuff, and people were interested in Boyce Clark, so I was concerned maybe that someone would offer a really good figure and we'd accept it, but I'm kind of playing both of them. We're switching between them, but this guy has looked really good. He's only conceded 1 goal so far. And a cheeky little loan, because right at the end of the window I noticed he was available for very cheap, but I couldn't get a permanent transfer through, so I just got a loan shoved through. Billy Gilmore joins us now. They want him to play as the DLP, and now they're complaining that he's not playing as the DLP. They don't want him. He was on the transfer list. FM, get better at this. Makes no sense. He's an unwanted player. We've loaned him just to get him over the line, and now they're like, oh, he's not playing where we want him to play. He's not going to develop that way. He's 25 years old. He could still potentially develop. He could get better as a player, certainly. But you don't want him anyway. His contract's going to run down probably. Chances are what we'll maybe do is get a deal from end of the year if we think it's worthwhile. I'm not 100% sure if it is, but we needed an extra central midfielder because we lost the loan back to Crystal Palace. That still hurts because he's not as good as Steven Adams was, but we'll see. He's done alright so far. 1 assist in 6 appearances for us. He had 1 previously at Sheffield United for the season, but yeah, useful. Can play him as a box-to-box midfielder and play him as an advanced playmaker, but they do want us to play him as a DLP, so maybe I have to look at that. But they can't recall him till the end of the year, so I'll do what I want. We loaned out heaps of players, but that was all of it from the transfer side. Now the owner is still looking to sell. As you see, due to the club being a takeover process, we have altered the 5-year plan until the situation is resolved. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get our new owner in, but we've avoided relegation, so we're already achieved what we needed to this year. The board are ecstatic. The supporters love me. The team don't like me at all. I don't understand how they still don't like me, but we're still playing well. I find it bizarre. I really do. This is very interesting. If I'm not having a positive influence on the team, oh boy, this team is good. Because we have won a lot of games. And we don't even have the decent partnerships or anything. As you can see, we've in recent times had to rotate a bit due to injuries. Miete and Scales have been out for a little bit, so Popov has been playing as an inside forward attack, and Toffolo has been playing left wing back, and he's been pretty good actually. So we'll keep him there as Scales and Miete still out. The rest of the team, very familiar. Looks like Bastion sat out the last one. Let's take Bastion back in. Play Bastion. Fuchs was a wanted man, thought he was going to go, then he didn't go, which was lovely because I didn't really have a reason for letting him go other than his age, and we were going to get okay money for him, but I did get a bit cold feet. Another reason why we brought in Billy Gilmore, because we thought, right, well, he could potentially play DM, or Tete could drop to DM, we could play Billy Gilmore as the box-to-box midfielder. We just knew we needed another central midfielder, and Billy Gilmore was there. He was cheap, he was Scottish. I was sold. Right, let's get started against Hull. Last time we played them, I think we beat them 4-0, but now I'm starting to doubt that. We'll see. Remember, this is FM23, winter update included, so if we see a terrible performance, it's the winter update, people. It is all over the shop. I'd like to hear in the comments, like, what are people finding of the winter update? I have got to say, over on Twitch, where you can find me, it has been horrible. Seen some freak goals. The one that he scored from about the corner flag from a cross against me was genuinely something I never needed in FM to happen to me. If I can score like that, I would. But it happened to me. 10 minutes in, let's encourage the team. Oh. Popov. Pop it in. Popov, huh? Oh, Popov popping off. Whoa. What a strike. That is fantastic. Well, if the winter update's going to give a lot more of those kind of free kicks my way. Kiss is the underside of the bar. I mean, the keeper's not even close. Beautiful free kick. We need a Popov popping off t-shirt. Someone get working on that. That's a moneymaker. Shouldn't it say Popov popping off? We need to market that. Start second half. Continue play exactly how we did, and we'll be fine. We have controlled this game incredibly well. Like, we're the away team here. I don't want to jinx us, touch wood, but yeah, Hull not offering up a lot here. Looking at the team, just thinking. Funnily enough, another reason why we did end up selling the right back. I'm doing this a lot. Holmes across and a ref off, get Williams in. Because Williams has been playing very well at centre back, and Holmes has been able to cover the right back position at times better than Abrefa, who weirdly inconsistent. Now it looks like Haller getting back a little bit of a rise. What we're gonna do is we can't encourage. We can, but we shouldn't. What we're gonna maybe do is go balanced and just lower the tempo a little bit. Southern not having a great game. Very disappointing. We'll take on Lucas Zhao. I've just seen Opoku. Oh, very much deteriorating. What has happened? Oh dear. I've already made a centre-back substitution. Liam Moore is going to have to come on for a rare appearance for us at centre-back. Normally I'd like to take him on for Fuchs. I could take on Tom McIntyre. That's what we'll do. I'll take Fuchs off, Tom McIntyre, for Liam Moore. Ooh. Oh, I don't know. I think I'd rather have Tom McIntyre in the back line. Let's do that. I like centre backs who can really win every aerial duel that comes their way. I think I've made all my subs. Yeah, I have. Should have maybe taken on Billy Gilmore. Time waste a little bit here. I mean... Oh, Lord. Popov. Williams heads it over. I was very scared there for a second. If that had been the opposite way, I'd have been furious. Oh no, Dolan. Headed away. Zhao flicks it on. Right, chase that down, Zhao. Go on, Zhao. Oh, that's a massive mistake. Tech, can he play the ball forward? Surely. Plays it out wide. Fatawu plays it for Tech. Man in the middle. He's miles offside. Zhao puts it in anyway. Why have we just done that? I cannot believe I cannot believe he is 3 yards offside, 2 yards off. He had no reason to be offside there. We were completely outnumbered them. We win 1-0. It's good enough. Let's move on. Oh, could you imagine that goal was needed in that game and how I would have reacted? It would have not been pretty. Unfortunately for us, the two teams above us, we're closer. They dropped points, but they both managed to get a singular point. Did they play each other? They didn't. Nottingham Forest drew with Plymouth. And it looks like Blackburn drew 0-0 with Watford, so it does work in our favour. We've closed the gap a little bit, and if you notice, our goal difference is better than both of them, which is nice to see. Those are the two we're aiming for. Forget the ones above. We just want to get in the playoffs. Very professional away performance. Can we take that into the next game, where really, in theory, should be easier for us, because although it's an away game, it's against a team really struggling. I do like playing in the Championship. The games come thick and fast, but there is that beauty of the league where it is a 24-team league, so you can be better than 8 teams. And if you beat those 8 teams, consistently, you are more than safe overall. And it's a great base to be like, well, even if the first time you come up from, say, League One, you'd be surprised how many teams are just going to be dead. Just not an issue. I've always found it very interesting how the styles can really clash when you get in the Championship in these Football Manager games, and I've never had too many issues staying in there, other than when we've potentially peaked too early and we made a few mistakes trying to change a style of a team that wasn't really needed. Could have just gone with the same players. That's the only danger you face. You're almost better holding on to the team. So we've joined, obviously, Reading, and they had a much better team than they were performing. And am I going to say it? So far, this has been pretty easy. I can't believe I've just said that before we play a team in 21st, but I have said that. Why did I say that? Oh, this is annoying. I shouldn't have said that. I've just realised Southern's not fit to play this game. We're going to have to go with Zhao up top. Okay. Zhao's big moment here in this game. We cannot have another, hey, I'm clear open, but 3 yards offside. We cannot have that. The rest of the team, pretty much the same. I know a lot of tiredness showing. We just don't have the depth in areas. I could start Reece Williams over Tom Holmes. Let's do that. And I have rotated Bastion to the subs bench. So we've got Tech and Billy Gilmore in midfield. But Ipswich are struggling, and we have been on fire. So let's go and burn them. Form-wise, they're 19th. We're 6th in the league, which is pretty good. Pretty outstanding. In a league of 24, that's good. I'll take 6th almost every season in terms of form. That'd be alright. Well, not over the whole course of the season, but you want to be a bit better than that, obviously, eventually. We just need Forest and Blackburn to slip up and for us to deliver against Ipswich. Ipswich have a lot more of the ball. Are they going to give us a problem now? It looks like they've matched us man for man. We're gaining traction into the game. Right, now we're starting to get control of the game. Even if we just start to average just more than them, we don't need 70, 60%. Popov. He can't do it again. Popov popping off. Oh, he's hit the bar. I thought that was strange. I thought he would have been better to lift it over the wall directly and go near post. He's gone far post. Wonder... I'm going to try Gilmore as the DLP support in midfield. He doesn't necessarily need to hold position, but we'll see. Williams headed away. Popov just couldn't get a foot in there. Oh, they've taken the lead. Oh, I cannot believe it. I shouldn't have said anything. Daryl Anderson just sweeps it in, and it's that really annoying highlight I've been seeing in the FM23 update. Just they get the ball out wide and they just put the exact same ball across the box, and you just never deal with this low driven cross. And you see those two centre backs who were basically fighting each other. Why was that? See your own players get drawn together. I'm going to point the finger, see we haven't been good enough. Now, we might have to get a bit aggressive this half. Let's see if we can get... Maybe put Zhao as a poacher, just be a bit more in the centre. A bit more physical than Southern. Maybe you can get on the end of some crosses. We are mixed crosses. Be a bit more expressive. Maybe more quickly. Do I want to go forward? Let's play it from the back. I want to keep that ball. Might put Get Stuck in on. Try and be a bit more aggressive at getting the ball back. Because he's having a poor game, I'll take him off. Getting more coming on. I shouldn't have spoken. I really shouldn't have spoken. It just looks like we're just tired. We don't have much depth to throw around, but we're going to have to do something. Bring Clark on the right-hand side. We bring Bastion on as well. He comes on as the box-to-box midfielder. I haven't really noticed too much from Tech, but yeah, we look rinsed. Demand more from the team. Focus could come off for Tom McIntyre. Even if we get a free kick or something toward the end here would be good. To early crosses towards a big man. Attacking. It feels like this is just too much for us. God. Never talk before you play 21st in the table. And Blackburn were right there. Come on. God, I hate this game at times. Unbelievable. Blackburn ended up winning. So, the gap It was 3 points. Was 3 points. Became 1 point. Is now 4 points. We've taken a step backwards. All because I opened my bloomin' mouth. What a stinker. Only 1 goal for us in today's video. And sadly 1 goal against. Different games. So we end up taking a win off of Hull and then losing to Ipswich. We played Nottingham Forest next, which is a huge game, which if I had noticed, I should have brought that one to you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play all the way through the Cardiff game, which is our last competitive league game of the season. See if we're going to make playoffs, if we can make playoffs by then, or just seal off the season. If we make playoffs, we'll continue into the playoff fixtures, but not a great way to start. Hope you're enjoying the series. I've been Hunkleberry Finn. I will see you next time. Do hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. I would like to hear how everyone is finding the FM23 winter update at this stage. I think it's a very mixed bag, and it's a very smelly bag at that. Until next time.